If you have no idea what job is actually right for you, but you do know that it's not the one you're in right now, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why most people feel stuck when trying to figure out what's next, what you need to focus on instead of just scrolling job boards aimlessly, and how to finally get clarity on the kinds of roles that will feel fulfilling and pay you well. And I'll share the exact next step that you need to help you get clearer by the end of this video. Hi, if this is your first time here, welcome. I am Dr. 𝙁𝙤 𝙤𝙀. I'm a career counselor and coach, and I help professional women, especially women of faith, leave miserable, soul-sucking jobs that they hate and land higher paying, more fulfilling jobs that they love. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so figuring out your next career move. When women come to work with me initially, I hear the same things over and over again. I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Or I know I'm not happy, but I'm not sure what would be a better fit. Or I feel like I'm good at a lot of things, but none of them feel like it. If that sounds like you, these thoughts mean that you usually end up scrolling LinkedIn or job boards at 2 a.m., hoping that something magically clicks. But every job you come across either feels like you're going to have to take a pay cut, looks interesting, but you don't feel qualified, or candidly, it just sounds like another version of the job you already hate that you're in right now. And because you don't have clarity, you end up staying stuck, or worse, you make another career move that leaves you feeling just as miserable and just as unhappy in your career 6 months from now. So why exactly are you feeling stuck? The answer is because you're asking yourself the wrong question. The question you should ask isn't what job should I do? It's what matters most to me in my work. When you have the answer to that question, figuring out your next career move now and in the future becomes super easy. Now, obviously, I know that still sounds super vague, so let me break it down for you how exactly you figure out what matters most to you at work. Now, you have to start by clarifying 3 core things. First, your values. So what principles or beliefs are non-negotiable for you? Second, your interests. What topics, people, or problems are you drawn to? Not just what looks good on paper, but what actually energizes you. And third, and finally, your high power skills. These are not just what you're good at, but the skills that make you feel strong and confident and powerful when you use them. That is a key ingredient for being satisfied in your career long term. Now, let me give you a different way to think about this, okay? I want you to imagine a garden with flowers, okay? Imagine that God has designed all of us as a garden, intentionally, uniquely, and with everything we need to flourish already inside of us. But just like a real actual garden, your growth depends on having the right conditions. So let's connect those 3 things to the garden analogy. Your values are the soil. Why? Because your values essentially create the environment that you need to thrive. Like, think about it. If you value honesty and you're working in a company where the leadership is shady or passive aggressive, it doesn't matter how great your salary is. You're always going to feel tense, off, or even physically unwell in your body. The soil is too toxic to support your growth. And that shows up as stress, doubt, fear in your body, or even just doubting your skill and your ability long term. So getting clear on your values helps you identify the type of company and culture that will support your growth instead of suffocate it. Then we have your interests. Your interests are the seeds. They are the raw materials that God has planted in you that hint at how you can live out your purpose. Now, let me say that again. Live out your purpose, not that they are your purpose in and of itself. Because when you look at that word purpose, it means the reason for which a thing was created. So as Christians, the reason for which we were created has already been established for us in the Word of God. We were created to glorify God, point blank, period. So your interests are not your purpose, but your interest and your career are ways for you to live out your purpose. So your career is essentially the vehicle, not the destination. So back to interest and your seeds. When you're disconnected from your interest, you might be doing work that looks good on the outside, but leaves you bored, restless, or disengaged. You don't have energy for your personal life because you are spending literally all your time forcing yourself to care about tasks that mean nothing to you. And so clarifying your interests points you toward industries or missions that light you up and helps you get reconnected to the work that feels meaningful to you. Now, by the way, if you are finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below so you don't miss any future videos from me. And it lets YouTube know that this video is worth sharing with other people. Thank you. So now that we've talked about the soil, which are your values, and the seeds, which are your interest, finally, we have your high power skills, which are the tools, not just any tools, but the ones that were made to uniquely fit your hands. These are the things you do that come naturally and make you feel good about yourself, make you feel strong when you're doing them. If you're not using these skills regularly at work, work becomes a grind. Like, you might look like you're succeeding outward, but inside, you feel like you're shrinking or operating at 50%. So when you identify your high power skills, it helps you see what roles or allows you to work in your zone of genius in a way that makes you feel competent and energized, not drained or second guessing yourself. Like, a lot of women usually think that they're the problem when they're not feeling good in their career or when they're unhappy in their career, but you're not the problem. The conditions are. It's usually either you have the wrong soil around you, you're trying to plant the wrong seeds, or you don't have the right tools that you're working with. When you align your career decision making with all three of these things, you don't just land a new job, you actually gain the clarity to know exactly what kind of job is right for you. One where you're not guessing anymore or feel like you're playing roulette with your career future. You know what to look for in a job description, what questions to ask in an interview, and even what red flags to walk away from, because you're no longer making decisions based on fear or desperation or frustration. You're making decisions based on alignment. And this is exactly what I help you unpack inside my free training, Leave Your Miserable Job and Live a Fulfilled Life in 2 Simple Steps. In that training, I guide you through how exactly to start identifying these 3 elements in your own life so that you can stop guessing and finally start moving toward a job that fits you. The link to register for the training is in the description below. When you do this, like when you get this clarity, you stop asking, what job shall I, get? And you start asking, what job fits who I am now? Like, it'll be so easy for you to recognize roles and industries and environments that are a real fit for you, not just your resume. Now, I know that there's a part of you that's probably thinking, that sounds great, but I ain't got time to sit and reflect. I need a job ASAP. I got bills to pay. And I get it. Honestly, I do. But the thing is that if you skip this step, you're going to waste more time and energy applying to roles that aren't a fit. You'll get ghosted, or you just end up in another role that drains you. So taking even just a couple of hours to clarify who you are and what you want before applying can save you months or even years of frustration down the line. And that's why I created my free training, because it gives you a simple roadmap to get started and shows you how to do it without feeling overwhelmed. So if you're feeling tired of feeling stuck in your career and want to finally figure out what job is right for you, you should go watch the training. I walk you through how to leave your miserable job and live a fulfilled life in 2 simple steps. You can register for the training at leaveyourmiserablejob.com, or that link is in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. And if you found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. That way you never miss a video from me. And that cues the little YouTube gremlins working behind the scenes to share this video with more people, which helps my channel grow. Thank you. Now, once you do that though, don't click away. There's another video popping up on the screen right here. Watch that video so that I can continue to help you thrive in your career.